Welcome back to part 5 of the Turok I said it again, Dinosaur Hunter playthrough. I'm gonna leave this one in. But that's Treetop Village. We put all the keys in and we go to level 5, the Catacombs, my most hated level. I really hate this level. So we're gonna jump back down here at the bottom and then we're gonna get some ammo. There's some explosive shells, some tech arrows, a backpack if you need a backpack. Climb back up. Just be careful when you jump down here. But yeah, I really do not like this level. This level, just lack of better words, sucks. I hate it. My least favorite level. Least favorite level. Easily. Okay. Um, so the main thing about this level is everything pretty much looks the same. And there's three main areas. There's the area that's straight ahead that I'm not going to go into. There's this area to the left which I'm going to start with because this is what leads me to the Chronoceptor piece, and then it gets you started on the main path that I do not like in this level. So another backpack here. Can you tell that they think you're going to die a lot in here? They already gave us 2 backpacks within 2 minutes actually of this level. So hit the switch. It opens up this water area with full of leapers. You can go down here at the bottom of this pool. There's some health, there's some life force. I just want to show it off. Some pretty valuable life force too. There's some purple ones there, so they're plus 10 life forces. So there's 40 there, so that's what, 4/10 of a life. Hey, I can do math. But you go down here, you get some health, there's some ammo. You can climb up there to the top if you want. I'm not going to do that. We're going to go in that hole right there. In a minute. We'll go back to the other side to get a box of ammo for the 3 bullets I'm missing. I'm going to proceed to spend more ammo, I'm sure. But the thing I didn't really like about this level a lot when I was a kid, you couldn't see, like, well, you could see this hole, but you really didn't think, like, hey, let's run right towards the hole and Turok will just jump right in. There's really no... It's not very clear that you can do that. I mean, this game doesn't really have any tutorials. This is before the age of tutorials in video games, which, for some people, people don't like tutorials. I'm one of those peoples. Um, but tutorials, I feel, they're necessary in today's gaming world. But that's the hole I'm talking about. We're going to go in there and we're going to get our Chronoceptor piece, but I want to take out some of the enemies here. I don't think all of them will respawn, especially the Magician there, so I want to take out that Magician beforehand. We're going to go down that other path later, but we're going to go in this hole and we're going to go get the Chronoceptor piece. Now, luckily, because, Pass Fill was a bit brilliant. No, not really, because this is my second take at it. I accidentally deleted the audio the first time I recorded this like a dum-dum, but second time around I went ahead and edited this video to only do half the trip. You're just going to see the trip going to the Chronoceptor piece. So there's no enemies in this I guess tunnel is what I want to say. Yes, tunnel. There's some explosive shells, there's some life force. There's no enemies in these tunnels, so you don't have to worry about it. But when we get to the end of this tunnel, we're going to be in a area with a little bit of water, not swimmable water, but a little bit of water. And then there'll be a Magician there we got to take out. And like a champ, I decided to use my assault rifle, which is not what I recommend doing. I don't know why I decided to use the assault rifle, but what I would recommend is using those explosive shells where you just picked up a minigun, a pulse rifle. Pulse rifle worked very well. I don't recommend the grenade launcher because the water is going to keep the grenades from bouncing. It's going to stay in one area and it's going to explode and it'll probably hurt you more than the Magician. So a little bit of strategy right there. But do not do what I'm doing. Do not use the assault rifle. It's not worth it. It doesn't do a lot of damage to these guys. And it tends to be my weapon that I only use to take out nuisance enemies like poachers, leapers, small ones anyways, dragonflies. But yeah, that's our 5th Chronoceptor piece. I'm going to jump in the tunnel. We're going to shoot back to the beginning right here. So thank you, Passfield. That was actually 30 to 45 seconds of backtracking. So I went and got rid of that. and then we're gonna go ahead and get our first. Well, we're gonna spend a very long time going to the very first key in this level. But yeah, just follow the path, which is one thing I really like about this when I realized, like, hey, this is a good way to minimize backtracking. Get the chronoceptor piece first and follow this path, and then you don't have to do very much, if any, backtracking unless you get lost or you make a goof like I do in the oil room, which is what I call it. So you're going to climb up here. You're going to save. You should really touch the save points. That way, if you die, you're right here. But there is quite a few checkpoints in the oil room, as I'll call it. So this is the oil room. You need to hit the switch right here, and that will lift up 2 pillars right there. We need to lift up the pillars from the buttons on the left and right side of that oil room. This area I'm going in, it just opens up the back side of it, so you can go right here, hit the switch, and it opens up the right side. We're going to go down that way in a little bit, but we're going to go to this left side first and open this pathway up. Hit the button to make the pillars go up, and then I'm going to fall down the oil like a pro. I don't recommend doing that, but I'm going down here to get more grenades because, you know, grenades are good. And there's going to be some Perlin here that are going to act like Kool-Aid Man and bust down walls like no one's busy. I'm surprised they don't go, oh yeah! But yeah, you can go, there's a little bit of a hidden pathways in these saw blade corridors, which is, you know, is nice because, you know, there's normally some hidden goodies like health, sometimes life force, like right there. I think one pathway in general I'm thinking about has a ultra health in it, which is very nice. Ultra health's always very nice. Right here, Perlin. And there's really, the first time this happens, you don't really have any indication it's going to happen. But take them out. 2 grenades will take them out. And the nice thing about grenade launchers are you can shoot them in the hallways to take out leapers or anything that you think is in there. There is a invincibility to the right here, but I didn't hug the wall. But luckily, I guess in hindsight, since I fall down and have to backtrack, I do leave it in. That way you can see where the invincibility is. I'm going in this portal to the extra level, and this one, I guess if I really was playing just for myself, I wouldn't waste any time here because it's just life force and some health, and it's a very long underwater pathway, so you can choose to skip if you want, but you know, just be very quick because there's a lot of twisting and turning in this underwater area. And again, Turok, as powerful as of a dinosaur hunter he is, he's only human. He will drown, so don't spend too much time in here. So just be quick and get your life force, swim to the other side, and there'll be more life force, but just golden ones, unfortunately, not any purple ones. And then you'll be greeted with 2 25 healths as well, right before the portal. So, just showing you there's life force all over here. And then the 225 right there. So I don't need it, but I just wanted to show it. And we're going to go back in the portal and come back in the catacombs. So, really hate this level. I hate this level so much. But I hate it just a tiny bit less than what I did as a kid, because as a kid, you know, there's a lot of fog to hide the, I guess, the rendering or the game, you know, loading up the next area, even though this was on a cartridge at the time. But it just made this level just a pain, and everything looked the same. It still kind of does look the same, but there's a little bit of differentiation. So I fell down and got into the oil, but at least I hit the button. But I'm gonna go back because I was stubborn. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and go back. Why not? But like I said, in hindsight, it's very good I did go back and leave it in because I want to show where the invincibility is. So we're just gonna run through here really quick. La 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 la. What are you doing, Phil? Keep going. Run straight into this wall. You'll be greeted with some invincibility in the secret area, which is very nice. So this is very nice if, you know, this was your first time through this area, not your second time like me. This area I didn't go into, which I guess is hindsight's 2020. I'm kind of glad I fell down and left it in. I believe it's just minigun ammo and grenades. There's minigun ammo in this Perlin, busting down the wall like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh no! After I blow his butt up. So as you see, a beetle came out of that wall, so you could take it out with grenades. Don't do that. Use a knife. Just drop down here. There's grenades and there's an ultra health, which is very nice. Ultra health's always nice. It's back to that 250 max health. So jump across. And then if you need that minigun ammo, you can get that minigun ammo. I certainly didn't, so I'm not going to grab it. And I don't think I really use my minigun in the actual level proper at all. I use it against the boss, but not in the level, which is surprising. But yeah, we're going to get to the end of here. And I'm going to hit that button, which I should have, because it opens up the door to go back to the main area. You don't go in that back area like I'm about to, because it's a way to link up both sides, but you can't open up the other side from this end. But there is a checkpoint, there's a minigun, so if you need that, then by all means go this way. As you see, there's no button, there's nothing to really open up. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back. So let's go back. Do 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 do. Come on, Phil. You play this game a dozen times. You know which way to go. Stop playing around. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna follow it to its conclusion, and there's a new weapon on this path, the shockwave weapon. But if I call it the particle accelerator weapon, that's what I've always called it, because when I played this game way back when I was a kid, this level, I hated it so much. Story. But first, before I tell a story, these 4 switches, just hit them and then go in that middle area, but you gotta hit all 4. And then there'll be an ultra health, explosive shells, and a box of grenades, if I remember. Take one properly. But back to my story. So, I used to buy strategy guides, the old, magazine-looking ones, and Turok was one of the first ones, I ever bought. And I bought it specifically for this level. I saved up my allowance and bought it. I think it was like 12 or 13 bucks at the time. And man, that guide was so invaluable. I found out quite a bit about the secrets that I'm showing off here. But this room right here, it just has ammo. There's minigun ammo, explosive shells, energy cell, a lot of +2 health. So you can go in here if you want. Stock up and then run right back out. Really no point in staying there killing the beetles, because the beetles are not going to follow you. But yeah, that was the amount of hate I had for this level. I did not like it. So we're gonna come back out and we're gonna go this way. And then there should be another pearl that busts down the walls pretty soon. Right here. No, not right here. Yes, right here. You bust on the walls once you leave. And there's a little bit of lag in the audio for some reason. But anyways, so this area right here is where you want to go to get out. But we're going to follow... I'm trying to remember what I'm going to do. We're going to follow this way, because this is the way to get the particle accelerator weapon. You need to jump and hit the switch. The switch opens up the area, and underneath in the water there's a full health to the left right there, which I'm going to show off. If you need it, grab it. If not, then just skip it. You swim to the end right here, go get the it says shockwave weapon, but of course I don't call it the particle accelerator weapon, because that's what I've always known it as because of my Turok strategy guide days. And I believe the strategy guide was Prima. Really, really good company for strategy guides way back in the day. I don't even know if they still exist, but they made some very, very fun strategy guides. So if you go back where that Perlin busts out, you can get the spiritual invincibility, and then the shockwave weapon. It's not the fastest weapon to kill enemies with, because one thing, you have to shoot them with the weapon first, because that's the key. Okay. And then once they freeze and they turn black, you can slash them with a knife. You can shoot them with any other weapon. They explode into little kibble bits. And I mean, really, you can just leave them in place and then just go along your merry way. But somehow exploding them is kind of satisfying. But it's not a weapon I would recommend. It's not that great of a weapon. It's just like a I call it a Turok weapon, where it's just cool for the sake of being cool, but it's not really useful in a practical sense. Um, I want to say the next weapon that we're going to use regularly for the rest of the game is the quad missile launcher in the next level, which is one of my favorite weapons. It's really cool. I like it. As the weapon suggests, it's a rocket launcher, shoots out 4 rockets. But yeah, we'll talk about that weapon when we get in the next part. But yeah, this area, I went back to it because I wanted to show this area off. This is the part where I said, yeah, hit all 4 switches first, and then go down there, and then there'll be an ultra health, explosive shells, and a box of grenades. Let's see if I was right. And I believe there's some tech arrows along the way, yeah. So there's life force and all that good stuff. So the ultra health's in the middle of the flame. The flame won't hurt you. There's some box of grenades. Explosive shells, always nice. Always deadly, very nice. And then we're gonna go all the way back. Do 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 do. Avoid the beetles. La 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 la. I guess in hindsight, I could have went the other way too, but I just chose to keep going straight. And one bad habit I left in here is leave my inventory, moments, because I'm very paranoid in this level. I do not want to forget that I got the chronoceptor piece, or I forgot a key, because this level sucks to backtrack in. It's very long. It's very windy everywhere. But since we already hit all switches, we can go and jump over this oil pit. And really thinking about future levels, since you don't really need the particle accelerator weapon because it's not a super good weapon, you could just forget it and then just get another level, because they tend to throw you that weapon quite a bit in level 7. I don't think it's in level 6. So if you don't like it, you don't have to get it. But if you want to get it, by all means, get it. But we're almost done. I'm not going to explore a cave, because this is one of the areas in the game that I just don't want to explore. I don't like it. I won't ever like it, probably. But yeah, there's magicians, there's leapers, there's villagers. Just keep running through here. If they get in your way, just take them out. But yeah, there's a magician at the end that you have to take out. Once you take them out, the area will open up. Explosive shells again are nice. Assault rifles nice. Take out beetles and leapers, but do not use it against the magician. It doesn't take them out fast enough, and you don't want to get overwhelmed by beetles and leapers. So I'm going to save here. And then we're going to get out of here. We're going to go outside, get some daylight. Yes. There's dragonflies here. I'm going to choose it, take them out with my rifle. And as I said before, the rifle tends to be my weapon, level 5 and onward, to just take out nuisance enemies. Raptors, dragonflies, poachers. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting. But, yeah. The minigun tends to replace the assault rifle in level 5 and onward. I only use it, just like I said, to kill nuisance enemies. And then the shotgun's always useful throughout the game, because explosive shells. But down there in that pit, you can make a little bit of a risky jump, and you get ultra health down there. But I'm not going to do it because it's not worth it, in my opinion. I don't want to die, but you can get it. To me, the reward does not outweigh the risk. The reward does not outweigh the risk. Did I say that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Anywho, we want to get on top of that center structure there. There's a climbable wall on the right, not the left, right here. So I'm looking for it, and then right there. Life force guides you up. Climb up, get the key, and we're done with the longest section of this level. I hate it. I hate this level. Jeez. Okay. Anyways, so turn around. There's a pillar that we need to jump on to open the gate to this floodgate. It's going to drain the water into what I call the main section of the level, because if you do not hit the water gate, you cannot get to the boss safely, because at the bottom of this pit there's a pit of spikes. Excuse me. Whereas now there's water, you can swim safely over the spikes and into the hidden cave for the boss is. But yeah, do not use the assault rifle for those magicians. I don't know why I did it again. If you just jump down there, you'll more likely die. I haven't done it in a very long time, so I don't remember. I don't think you'll die from a bottomless pit, but you will die from, landing in spikes, taking damage. So there's two areas here. There's two paths right here. They both look the same, but all they do is they just overlook the area that we just came from. I think one side has that auto shotgun, and then the other side has like health. I want to get to the other side. I'm gonna see. Let's see what's on this side. Of course, I get some explosive shells right here, which is nice. But once I see this path, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. There's just life force over there. I'm not gonna waste time. So I'm gonna follow the path back, and this will be the area that we need to go in order to get our level 8 key, our first level 8 key of this level. The second level 8 key will be held by the boss. We gotta beat it. Otherwise, we don't get the key. We don't beat the boss. We don't get the key. Then we can't get to level 8, which is the last level of the game, which is how we beat the game. So yeah. I should have just ran through here very, very cautiously because you don't want to fall down. And that villager just did the spinneroonie there. Funny. Anyways, digress. Let's continue on. Take out these villagers. Just cross the wooden bridge that we saw earlier. And then in the area where the key is, there's going to be a magician. Well, luckily, never hit me. He just kept using teleport magic. Why? Don't know. Don't care. It made it very easy to kill. You could use the minigun here to take him out because there is a minigun that you can grab to replace your ammo. So this dude didn't even once try to hit me. He just kept teleporting. He's like, look at my magic. Why don't you like my magic? Why are you shooting me? Or I guess it'd be like Hank Hill, like, whoa! Anywho, get the key. Be very careful because that is a bottomless pit that I just jumped over. And we're going to go off the back end. I want to say there's a ultra health in here. Yeah, there is an ultra health in here because I remember getting this portal. This portal, if you get it earlier than this section, then by all means continue it. But the only reward here is, I say only, but excuse me, it's kind of late right now. There's life force and there's an ultra health at the end, and I believe some plus 10 life forces, which is nice. But if you get in this hallway where I am already, then you're going to get an ultra health anyways. But ultra health's always nice. So we're going to go back out into the hallway very carefully. Very carefully. Right, Phil? Maybe? Nope. We're going to get cut up. So if you go to the left here, there's an ultra health. You want to grab that. Ultra health's always nice. And then we're going to go out, and then we're going to go and try to fight the boss, because, the boss, we need to beat it. And there's me showing the particle accelerator and what it really does. So hit the switch, go out here, come out to this main area again. So since we already got the water, we just jump right in and look around, see the villager for whatever reason, and just like, never mind, I'm not going to spare his life. He can stay down here forever. Swim down here, those spikes I was telling you about. Then we're gonna swim out the other end to this cave where the portal is. We're gonna get some grenades and energy cell, some minigun ammo. I'm gonna save here, and then I'm gonna do a small little jump cut right here, and then we're gonna fight our boss, which his name is Mantis. Is you run up to the key's gonna lock away, and then the boss is gonna come out. And I don't know why there's no music right here. It should be music right here, but Mantis is gonna spew acid everywhere. Minigun is one of the better weapons to take him out at a distance. But just keep moving, and you're gonna take damage, but just be aware where the acid is. And then when you take away a quarter of his life, he will open up the rest of the area. Grenades will take a bit of his health away, but right here I should just stop shooting him with grenades, because he's tearing up the area, he's wide, he's opening it up. Pulse rifle is really good, minigun really good for taking them taking his health out at a distance. You get explosive shells. You know, that's another good thing here. Is just chewing away his health. Way better than shotgun shells. If you take away half his health, he's going to get even faster. Which is, like I said, he's getting really fast. Grenades are not the thing to use against him right now because then he'll start jumping on the wall. He'll shoot little bombs, and it's just, you know, he's just really quick. If you can get minigun ammo, pulse rifle ammo, I recommend getting that. You just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep strafing, and you'll avoid most of the damage. So, yeah, just keep moving. When you hit him to his last square health, he goes ham. He just goes crazy. As I said right there, do not use grenades. You won't hit him because he's moving so fast. So I'm going to use my pulse rifle, try to whittle down to the last quarter of his health. Just like Hunter, there is ammo that respawns. We'll take advantage of that, and then, you know, you won't run out of ammo. Get some explosive shells. I think that's when I start to use it. Or no, I don't use it. I just take it out with the pulse rifle. So he dies, and then Turok does his little full knife pose. And I didn't talk about Hunter when I fought Hunter, but my goodness, that model, just 90s Nintendo 64 goodness. But yeah, get the key, and then we get out, and we're done with level 5 finally. And again, me being paranoid, I check my keys, and that's it. We're gonna save our game, and then we're gonna pick up where we left off with level 6, the Treetop Village. One of my favorite levels actually. So catch you on the next one, guys. Later, and thank you again for joining me. Bye.